The trust deficit. Why the lack of transparency in the J6 Committee's surveillance video review erodes public confidence in democracy. Welcome to The Crux, where we discuss the critical issues that shape our world. Today, we're diving into the controversy surrounding the House Select Committee on January 6 and their failure to review crucial surveillance footage. As defenders of democracy, we must examine this issue through a lens of transparency and accountability. Join me as we explore the ethical and political implications of this startling admission. The recent revelation that the House Select Committee on January 6 did not actually review any of the surveillance videos may come as a shock to some Americans, especially those who trusted the committee to thoroughly investigate the events of that day. The committee was charged with investigating the events surrounding the January 6, 2021, riot at the U.S. Capitol, with the goal of determining who was responsible and what could be done to prevent similar incidents in the future. However, it seems that the committee fell short of its mandate. In a statement to CNN, the committee's chairman, Bennie Thompson, admitted that none of the committee members actually reviewed the surveillance footage that Fox News host Tucker Carlson aired this week. Instead, a team of employees kind of went through the video, according to Thompson. This admission is particularly troubling given the recent airing of footage by Fox News host Tucker Carlson, which exposed the committee's manipulation of audio and video to dramatize the riot for its made-for-TV hearings. Carlson's team reviewed over 40,000 hours of footage, and the footage they aired contradicted the committee's key narratives. For example, the footage showed that the man known as the QAnon shaman was given VIP treatment by police and that Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick was seen walking around vigorously after altercations with protesters who had allegedly murdered him. The lack of due diligence by the committee is concerning. Lawmakers should have access to the same material as their own staffers, and it is unclear why none of the 9 panel members viewed the footage that was played for the cameras. Thompson's claim that the committee had a team of employees who kind of went through the video is insufficient, and it raises questions about the thoroughness of the investigation. The philosophical concept of justice demands that thorough and impartial investigations be conducted to determine the truth. The selective use of footage by the committee to promote a particular narrative undermines the pursuit of justice and truth. The historical context of this issue also raises concerns, as there have been other examples of political investigations being used for political gain rather than for the pursuit of justice. This lack of due diligence on the part of the committee is troubling, to say the least. It raises questions about the committee's commitment to uncovering the truth and holding those responsible for the riot accountable. It also undermines the public's trust in our democratic institutions and the people we elect to represent us. Democracy depends on trust. We elect officials to represent us and make decisions on our behalf, but we can only do so if we trust them to act in our best interests. When that trust is eroded, as it has been in recent years, it becomes harder to govern effectively and make progress on the issues that matter most to the American people. The January 6 committee's failure to thoroughly investigate the events of that day, including the manipulation of audio and video to dramatize the riot, is a betrayal of the public's trust. It suggests that the committee was more interested in scoring political points and shaping a narrative than in getting to the truth. In light of this admission, the committee's work is completely without merit. It hasn't uncovered any important information about the events of Jan. 6 and the people responsible for the riot and may have sent innocent people to jail. Its failure to review the surveillance footage that contradicts its key narratives is a serious breach of trust. Moving forward, it is imperative that our elected officials take steps to rebuild the public's trust in our democratic institutions. This includes conducting thorough investigations into events like the January 6 riot, holding those responsible accountable, and being transparent with the American people about what they find. It also means being honest with ourselves about the state of our democracy and the challenges we face. We cannot hope to address those challenges if we do not acknowledge them and work together to find solutions. In the case of the January 6 committee, this means acknowledging its failures and taking steps to ensure that future investigations are conducted more thoroughly and transparently. The trust between the public and our elected officials is at stake. We cannot ignore the importance of accountability and transparency in a democracy. It's up to us as citizens to demand that our leaders uphold these values. Thanks for joining me today on The Crux. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep the conversation going.